So Vanguard Slaves to Darkness is now available for pre-order on the GW website, and it's also now the most expensive Vanguard set to date at $140. Welcome back to Budget Wah, and in this video we'll find out if this is worth $140 despite including some older sculpts. So in this video we'll be going over the contents of the new Vanguard Slaves to Darkness kit, and of course we'll be discussing the price, now confirmed to be $140 US, which is an increase of $10 from all other Vanguard sets released for 3rd edition Age of Sigmar. As always, we'll be going over our value analysis of the kit, and we'll be discussing savings compared to purchasing the kits individually, as well as the current point value of the set. And we'll compare to the recent Start Collecting box as well as the recent launch set for the overhaul of the Slaves to Darkness line to give you a sense of which of these might be the best value for your money if you're looking to start or expand the Slaves to Darkness army. We'll also go over the pricing confirmed for the new line of pre-orders for Slaves to Darkness. They're getting quite a few new models, and we'll discuss our overall thoughts on the box and line as a whole. So as far as what you get in the box, Games Workshop seems to be sticking to their formula for these Vanguard boxes pretty much to a T for Slaves to Darkness, starting with, of course, a foot hero. You're getting the Chaos Lord. This is an older sculpt, which is worth noting, so it may stand out a little bit compared to the brand new Chaos Warriors. It's a fairly good-looking model, but it's starting to show its age. Chaos Lord is gaining some new rules where he synergizes with your Chaos Warriors. He gets to pick a unit of Chaos Warriors or Chosen as his retinue or bodyguard, and can shrug off some wounds and also fight one after the other with them. So it is always nice to see a little bit of synergy built into the box so you can start to learn the game if you're brand new and just playing with these models alone. More excitingly, though, you're getting the new set of Chaos Warriors. These are awesome models, and they're finally kind of getting the treatment that they deserve. The big problem with the old Start Collecting box was that you got these great looking new plastic, the old ones were plastic too, but the plastic monopose with the kind of more dynamic poses, Chaos Warriors, but they didn't include command options. This is going to be the same set that you can buy individually, so it includes the command options and the musician and the banner, and you're getting all the weapons options as well. So it should be a good variety of ways to build these guys. Similarly, same thing with the Chaos Knights. You're getting a unit of 5 Chaos Knights, the full kit with command options, musicians, weapon options. So between these two, these are both battle line options. Chaos Warriors 220 points, Chaos Knights 230, and they're both seeing some improvements in the new battle tomes, 3-up saves, pretty good attack profiles, and different options for the different weapons. So it should be a lot of fun. These are kind of the big reason to consider buying the box, in my opinion. Lastly, you get a Chaos Chariot, which kind of stands out to me as perhaps the weakest offering in the box. It's 100 points or 115 if you build it as the Gore Beast Chariot. Again, it's an older model, and just you can kind of see just from looking at it here, it may just be the way they've arranged the picture, but the scale is not going to match up as well with these new Chaos Knights with their big dynamic horses. You get two kind of sad horses in the front, and it's okay though, and it is another battle line option. It's going to be very fast at a 12-inch move speed and can run and charge, so it does have some utility on the tabletop, but not the thing I'd be most excited to see in the box myself. You get a total points value in the box of 665 to 680 points, depending on how you choose to assemble your Chaos Chariot or Gore Beast Chariot. So let's talk about the price. The new Vanguard set is going to run you 140 US, 85 pounds, 110 euro, or 205 Australian dollars. The value of the individual contents of the box, the Chaos Lord, older foot hero is currently running for $32 on the Games Workshop website. The new Chaos Warrior set are going to remain at $60. You do get 10 rather than 12 that you got in the old kit, but I think nice to see it not going up too much in price. The Chaos Knights are going up a little bit at $65 US. The Chaos Chariot remains $42 at the time of this video. This gives the set a total value at MSRP of 199 US dollars, which leads to a savings of 59 US dollars, or a percentage savings of 29.6%. Now, it's worth noting that this percentage savings is on the lower end for these Vanguard kits. The savings tends to range from around 30 to 36, even 37%. So this is among the lowest that I've seen. Points per dollar ratio, you're getting about 4.75 points per dollar here. It's okay. It's not the best of these sets. Many of the Vanguard sets are designed to give you a, quote, Vanguard force of 750 points worth of models. Many of them give you a little more than that, in the 800 to 850, 875 range. This is below that, so you would need like another 100 points to play a Vanguard game. Not that many people are playing at this particular point range, but it's just worth noting that you are getting less than 750 points worth of models in this box. Comparing the most recent Slaves to Darkness kits, we have the Vanguard set on the left, the most recent Start Collecting in the center, and the recent launch box on the right. Now, we're not going to discuss in great detail the older Start Collecting box, as it's very hard to find, but it's worth looking at because, interestingly, it's almost exactly the same as the new Vanguard kit. It's the Chariot, Chaos Knights, Chaos Warriors, and a foot hero. You're just getting the Chaos Sorcerer instead of the Chaos Lord. You'll notice you get 19 miniatures because there's 2 extra Chaos Warriors. They used to come in sets of 12. So interesting to see they're kind of going back to this almost the same exact kit, just with newer models. But in terms of what you get in each of these sets, we just went over the contents of the Vanguard set, of course. Compared to the old Start Collecting kit, the biggest difference is that you get the Chaos Lord on Karkadrak instead of on foot, which is a really fun model, fun rules, good kind of starter general, almost quote-unquote small centerpiece for your army. So kind of a shame to see him go. He'll be available for $50 individually. The biggest downside of this box that I'm not sad to see go again is that you didn't get command features, banners, or instruments with the warriors or knights, which is essentially just giving up abilities for both of the units, or having to say, okay, this one is the banner bearer or kit bash or things like that. So I really hope that Games Workshop continues to move away from doing this. It was really frustrating as seen in this set and more recently in the Dominion box with the Cruel Boys Gut Rippas. Lastly, in the launch box, this is all new models. You get the new Demon Prince kit, which comes with a lot of head, weapon, wing options, the Ogroid Therodons unit on the left, and 2 units of 5 Chaos Chosen with weapon and banner options, as well as you also get the new Battle Tome, and you get War Scroll cards as well. Now, comparing the price points of each of these sets, the MSRP for Vanguard, of course, 140 US dollars. The most recent MSRP for the Start Collecting kit was $110, and the launch set is still available on the Games Workshop website for $199. Now, both the Vanguard and the launch set are widely available. The Start Collecting kit is harder to find. I've noticed that on eBay, people have ratcheted up the price quite a bit to the point of it not even being remotely worth it, but you may still be able to find it in your local game store. In terms of value, the value of each set individually, MSRP is $199 for the Vanguard kit, $175, which is quite close for the Start Collecting, although you may take a couple dollars off of that for the fact that these are the older monopost kits without the command options in the old Start Collecting box. And the launch box is $320 is where I put the value. You could put that even higher if you highly value the War Scroll cards. I didn't include them in this. And $265 worth of models plus $55 for the Battle Tome. In terms of savings, like I said, 29.6% for the Vanguard set compared to 37% for both of the other boxes. So much better overall savings in the other 2 kits. And in terms of the points analysis, like I mentioned, you're getting about the same amount of points actually in the Start Collecting box at 670 compared to 665 to 680 for the new Vanguard kit, or 865 in the more expensive launch set. Points per dollar ratio, the Start Collecting has kind of no contest for this one at 6 points per dollar versus 4.75 for the Vanguard or 4.33 for the launch set. But you have to remember that the launch set also comes with the Battle Tome and the War Scroll cards, which accounts for some of the value and savings there. Lastly, I just wanted to go over all the other pre-orders available. The Chaos Lord on Karkadrak is now available in an individual kit for $50. The Demon Prince kit, which is perhaps the most exciting kit of the bunch. It comes with a lot of different options, different heads, some of the heads for specific marks of chaos, whether Nurgle, Tzeentch, Khorne, Slaanesh. Different weapons options. You have different options for the feet. You see this one has kind of talons versus another one option is hooves. You can put wings on versus the backpack. There's options to have it more futuristic for 40K. Really awesome set. Eternus, the first lieutenant of the Dark Prince or something like that. He's a Varanguard that works for Be'lakor. The lore is kind of cool. Alternatively, he can be built as a Chaos Lord on Demonic Mount, which also looks very good. He'll run for $60. Awesome looking model. The Exalted Hero of Chaos is an updated foot hero for Chaos running for $35. Would have been nice to see an updated sculpt like this in the Vanguard box rather than the older sculpt, although I do think that the Chaos Lord on foot is probably a better model rules-wise for them to have included in the kit than this one. The Chaos Chosen will run $60 for a unit of 5. I talked about these in my video about the launch set. Awesome looking models again. The Ogroid Therodon, $65 for a unit of 3. Chaos Warriors are going to remain at $60 for the unit of 10, but these beautiful updated sculpts and options. And then lastly, the Chaos Knights will be $65 for a unit of 5. I also just wanted to put out a bit of a warning. They always do this where they'll put out these pre-order collection bundles, but there's no discount. I did the math, so you don't have to. It's $660 for $660 worth of stuff. And honestly, like unless you just have an unlimited budget and just want all of it, and don't want to buy any of it at a discount from a retailer other than GW, do not buy this. It comes with the $40 dice, which I didn't mention on the last slide, which I think unless you just really have to have those dice are always kind of a bad deal for dice. But just wanted to point this out in case you were wondering. No, there is no discount for buying all of this stuff together. In terms of my overall thoughts on the box, starting with the pros, I think the biggest strength of this box is that you're getting both the new Chaos Knights and the new Chaos Warriors. Both are totally iconic models. They have a long history with Warhammer all the way back to the very early editions of Fantasy Battle. Arguably some of the most iconic models in all of Games Workshop, and you're getting kind of both of them here in their kind of beautiful new sculpts with all the command options, right? So they finally kind of undid this sin of the past box. So you're getting the full sets here. So this is a great way to pick up both. The cons are that you're getting the Chariot and Chaos Lord, which are good to have around, but they're older sculpts, and I just think it's important to be aware of that. Here you can see them closer. Chaos Lord here is pictured on his old square base, which is how he's pictured on the website, as I mentioned. And the Chariot, you can see the horses are kind of dinky compared to the ones on the Chaos Knights. The riders are a little more old school. Not that they're bad models by any stretch, but they are going to show their age, especially side by side with your brand new Warriors and Knights. The price hike is a bit disappointing. $140 is, again, the only Vanguard set we've seen that hasn't been 130, and I don't really think they had to do this. If they had kept this set $130, the savings would have been 36%. For a total value of $200. That is right in line with some of the more recent Vanguard kits, including Nurgle, Night Haunt, for example. So that kind of leads to this box just having below average savings and a below average points value as well. So something to consider. It's still going to be good savings compared to buying all these things individually, but it is worth considering if you only wanted the Knights and the Chaos Warriors. Those together have an MSRP of $125. So it's really a question of is paying $15 more worth it to you to pick up the Chariot and the Chaos Lord. For most people, if you don't have those already, I would think probably, especially if you're a new player, this would be a good kind of starter force to learn the game with, but something to be aware of. And also to be aware of if you're deciding between this or maybe picking up the launch box instead. Or if you have a chance to pick up the old start collecting box, just kind of knowing the differences between the three of them is important. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you're thinking of picking up either the Vanguard kit or any of this new pre-order range or the other kind of boxes for Slaves to Darkness. I think they've gotten a lot of really exciting new models, but there are some kind of downsides to the new box in terms of the overall savings and a little bit of a price increase. But overall, exciting to see Slaves to Darkness getting a lot of love in this new line. Let me know what you think, and as always, keep painting those models and getting them out of your pile of shame. Anyway, take it easy.